Hey, how you guys doing? Michael X. All right, so I was able to get a refund. I was able to get a refund from MC Pro Hosting, and it was just enough for me to switch over to Apex, which you guys are going to see right now that I would say never ever rent a server from MC Pro Hosting. The funniest thing is that MC Pro Hosting server was actually right next to me. Let me get some music playing. That was a little loud. Sorry if I blew out anybody's ears. Okay. What's up, Alpha? Alright, so I don't know if you've seen the troll yesterday. He wasn't actually a troll, he was actually somebody I knew when I played World of Tanks. And he's just angry because I think he's a really bad friend. And yesterday proved it. It proved that he was a bad friend. You know? Just an absolute jerk. Anyway. So, just to show you, this is the new server. And it looks the same so far, right? It looks the same. I do need to check something really quick before I go any further. Let me just check. I think I might actually be running a server in the background, which is kind of funny. Because I mean, I can see my frame rate's not quite as good. But anyway, so check this out. So this is on Apex. As you guys can see, it loads before we get there. This is what we're supposed to see. Yeah, I saw him. It was Zero. Yeah, well, it was Zero and another guy. He just created the account to try and troll me, you know. And I think the guy, honestly, I really think he thinks that he's the reason I quit doing World of Tanks. I quit World of Tanks because I felt like I was gambling. But as you guys can see, I mean, even if I'm going really fast, you know. About the only thing that suffers is the client side frame rate. Want me to hop on with you to test? You can if you'd like to. I'm not gonna open it up right now. I mean, honestly, yeah. Like I said before, I wanted to do a test. Nobody was available to do a test, and I don't want to go and change the server properties again. You know, so I could do a test. So. I will do, I mean, I can tell already that this is actually pretty good, but I will do like I said, I'll do like a subscriber day where we'll do a stream. But yeah, you can see that it's not loading super fast. Like, it's not like if I was hosting it myself. But you can see that we can see where we're going. You know, that's the biggest thing, right? I mean, you know? You guys can see that it's just, yeah, it's not the best, obviously. I mean, like, I wish the server, I have the server set at 12 chunks right now, but I think the maximum it can do is 10. But as you can see, I've never even seen this area before. At least I don't, you know, I flew by it and it was almost invisible. So as you guys can see that this isn't an amplified world, but it definitely has the amplified stuff, but I'd have to close the server down, honestly, to get people in. But yeah, so these are things that I accidentally came across before, which is, you know, this village. But I just happened to fly right over the top of it. So now, though, this is when you get the worst lag on a server, is when you've already loaded chunks and then you have to load them again. But I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And you guys can see that even at this speed, it's loading. So, so Apex hosting is, you know, it is 100% better. Because even with just me on the server, it wouldn't load you know, I mean, obviously when you know you're gonna lose something when you're, you know, playing with friends unless you're on console edition. But you can see like these are things that, you know, I haven't been able to really show you guys because we weren't even like this area wouldn't even load. I'd have to do circles and waste all of my hard-earned gunpowder just to even show you guys it, which, you know, that's ridiculous. But you guys can see here that we've fixed the problem by just basically switching to, I'm gonna go ahead and say, an actual site that actually hosts servers that are, you know, the thing is that I ran my own server, which I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Oh, I don't want to stop here. Look at all that kelp. I'd like to get all them blocks right there, because there's a chest or something too. I'll come back to this area, it's okay. Yeah, we'll do I don't think we need to do a server test alpha. Like I said, I'm gonna do a day where we'll there's another ship that I probably would have never seen with MC Pro garbage. What's up there? Is it Corey? So yeah, we're set up now, and I literally just transferred a regular Minecraft server over. Like I said, it's not the best. I mean, you're never gonna get, you know, 40 chunks loading, but you guys can see that it's actually staying ahead of me. I am running a shader. You know, I am running a shader. It says I have 43 FPS, but you guys can see that that's actually not true. I think we actually are. I think we're lost. I was so excited to actually see the world loading in front of me. I mean, it's like I'm in single player, and I just have my field of view set a little low. So for instance, I have it set at 12. Here's 10. And you can see that there is some lag, right? I mean, you're not going to get, you know, a lag-proof server. It's just not. It's just the way that it is. So I hate to say it, but I think that I'm lost, and I'm going the wrong way. I've actually ran into another mesa biome that I've never been to, so we actually need to go to. Let me find my coordinates to the home base. We need to go 310. We need to go minus 310. So let's see which direction that is. So this way. So this way we go minus 310 by minus 715. So let's get the 310. But you guys can see, I finally changed my profile picture. I found an old picture with me and my boyfriend. Okay. So we are at positive now. So we have actually gone too far. Okay. So I need to go to 310. Oh, here we are. There we are. Nice. So yeah, you guys can see this is what it's supposed to look like. Obviously, I'm using a potion to give me night vision, but other than that, I mean, considering that this thing's in Las Vegas, Nevada, you know. Yeah, I'm just looking at the footage to see if it's actually in. It doesn't look to me like we're actually. Yeah, it says sitting still. To me, it doesn't look like we're in 60 frames per second. It says we're in 42. I'm curious. So this shader pack is a lot more resource friendly. but the colors of it I don't really like. So it does say that I'm having higher frame rate, but I just wanted to see. Let's see extreme. This is extreme, and it says we're actually getting better frame rate. That's kind of crazy. Okay, let's go back to visual shader. Let's go back to light and see. So I'm only loading 10 chunks, but let's go ahead and load 12 chunks like I was before. And I'm going to lower this to 80. Let's actually go, let's go 10. There we go. Okay. That's actually one of the biggest things I wanted to test right there is, can I actually, you know, you guys can see that it definitely is loading so much better. Now, although I might have the server set to 12, so I did want to show you guys something. So Angelo is doing a creative build over here. He wants to build, he calls it his Ebony Tower. So all of these blocks are not done in survival, which is fine by me, right? It's fine by me. So all right, let's do a little flying over here. Yeah, you guys can see. So MC Pro Hosting was actually located in San Francisco. I live 35 miles from there, and yet I was getting 40 ping. Think about that. So when I pinged the server, it said 40. Also, it would not load. It absolutely would not load anything else for me. Like I was like, there's nothing I could do about it. So it's definitely cool. Alpha Dog though, dude. So probably during this week, or maybe even next Friday, I'm gonna do an open server. But I'm gonna try and stream daily and try and let people know that I'm gonna have it open, so that way I can kind of advertise and say, hey, you know, if you guys want to check out a server, you guys want to come on here, we can test it, put it through the works, you know, and see if we can get some hackers on here and see what they can do to it, you know. But yeah. All right, let's go make some new potions. What do you guys think of the way I did the lanterns? I realized that they look really nice. I mean, I like them a lot, and I actually I don't really like this. I was actually gonna just run another beam across here, but then it looks like you should have like a patio area. So I was like, I'm just gonna hang them like this, but I'm thinking that it might look better if I actually have them hanging on posts, you know, like up here. But we'll do that in a sec, because I was checking out over there and I was like, I thought they do look kind of cool. They look like they're actually holding the lanterns for me, but I think I would like them to be more like that. Just have a setup there and then have a setup right here. That way we can keep mobs off, and then of course if I want to jump off and fly really easy, even if it's laggy, we got that right there set up. Okay, so potions. I almost said potions. You want some potions? Okay, so I'm gonna need this. We're gonna need a golden carrot for a night vision potion, and we're gonna want to extend it. I'm gonna drop that in there, that and that, and we should be okay. And of course, I probably should reload some of these bottles here. We actually already have extras, but just replenishing the ones that I've kept on me should be fine. Okay. Oh, we already have some slow falling potions that I left in here accidentally. Okay, let's go ahead and put these potions. Yeah, I don't really have any storage room available yet, but I do think that we have enough stuff now Yeah, we have enough stuff to make a potion. Excuse me, a potion lab. There we go. All right. So is it Cory Koala? I tried to look at your I tried to look at the image, your image, but it's really hard to see. So for your account, but it looks like it's just a picture of you on there. So, but either way, you know, I myself, I try really hard not to show my face, not because of any other reason than that I have really bad scars on my face from my accident. So it's not like I look horribly disfigured, but I have like a cut over my eye. You know, it's permanent, and then the part of my eye above my eye where I hit the ground is actually kind of flattened. And then I have like about 9 head injury wounds on the top of my forehead, and I actually have fake teeth on half of the bottom of my mouth from falling. And then yeah. Yeah, I'll just say it was really hard, you know, and I have spinal damage, I have mental damage, and it's why I'm so sensitive when people come onto my channel, you know, and I mean honestly I hate to say it, but I have mental illness, and I mean I've said it in my streams before. I'm not like a horribly, you know, bad person, but I have mental illness. You know, it's actually brain damage, but it translates to my stuff's broken. You know, my brain is not working well. But it doesn't make me a bad person, but I'm going to go ahead and say that if you look at what happened yesterday, those people that did that know my situation. And they chose to do it anyway because who knows why? Maybe they're making bets. Maybe they don't want me doing Minecraft. You know, and seriously, maybe they don't want me to be successful, or maybe they just really get a kick out of trying to you know, drive me insane. You know, that kind of stuff is, like I said, it's somebody that does that to another person, whether they have a disability or not. I mean, knowing that those people know me, that's what makes them super sick. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, as you guys can see, some of my brain doesn't work correctly, but there are other things that do work, which is we can do some redstone. I can do redstone like I'm changing my clothes. It just comes natural to me. But I will say that I don't like making doors. I think that doors are they're too susceptible to being broken. For me personally. Ooh, look at this. Our cows are grown up. Let's go ahead and get this barbecue on. Get this barbecue started. And I'm gonna go ahead and try and get some XP off of them real quick. There we go. Get a little XP. It all helps, you know. We got 1 raw beef. If you actually get a lot of raw beef on this, it usually means that they're actually dying. The cows are dying without burning. And I know that sounds horrible. I mean, because we're slaughtering cows, but they're not real, obviously. But anyway, so now we just hit the button up here. This is actually, I think this is Exumavoid's design. And like I said, I would make my own, but I'm like, I think he's got the perfect design here. You know, I really do. I think it's a good design. I will say that it could use some refinements. For instance, some cows that are babies will stay in here just because there's so many cows they can't move. So after a while, you have to actually go through here and kill some of these cows because it will start building up to where there's like 100 mobs here. So I think if we hit F and we hit looking at, you guys can see somewhere on here it says how many mobs we're looking at. Yeah, I hope me telling you guys that I have, you know, I have brain damage, and I have, you know, mental health. Basically, after the head injury, I got chemically imbalanced from it, you know, and it can happen to anybody. I'm a really heavy advocator of saying, you know, wear a helmet, because I'll tell you, yeah, if you get hit hard enough, that's it. you know, you can change you permanently for the rest of your life, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know, I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. You can't. There's no medicine. There's no way to repair it. Once it's done, that's it. That's you. I've had to like learn how to how to behave, how to act, and then on top of that, I've had organ failures recently, which is why I stopped YouTube was a twofold thing. My mom died when I stopped doing Minecraft. My mom died, which was really hard on me because she was a very sick person. I mean, and I never got any kind of I never got to say anything to her. She got brain cancer, and it made it so she could only remember about 5 minutes. And so although I was able to talk to her, I couldn't actually tell her, hey, don't blame yourself, because she thought she was a bad mother. And I kept trying to tell her, hey, you're not a bad mom. You just, you just didn't know any better. You were young when you had me and my sister. And within, I'll say 2 years before that, my sister died at the age of 38 from cardiac failure due to substance abuse. So that was horrible. Yeah, so I've had really hard time, and that's why it really upsets me on top of everything when I see people are, I'll just say, harassing me, when they know my situation. It's not made up. This is true stuff. This is this is real life, for me. Ooh, my elytra wings need to be fixed. Let's go use the XP farm. Yeah, so to be honest, when I first started YouTube, I put on a, I'm not going to say a false front, but I definitely was having a very hard time. And so when I started sharing on Minecraft, I thought, hey, nobody knows who I am. I don't need to tell people that I have this. I'm only making videos. But I started getting really, I'll say, coarse criticisms about my channel. Like I had a guy go, basically tell me that all of my elevator designs aren't worth making because you can't make them in survival. And at the time, I really wasn't a big survival person, but I know that with duplication glitches, you could easily do these things. Seriously, you could easily do them. Okay, we need to fix this as well. Anyway, you guys get what I'm saying. I'm not trying to make this into a I talk to you hour, or even make it, because I mean technically what I'm doing right now is adult content, and it's adultifying children that might be watching, which is what Minecraft not Minecraft, but it's what YouTube's against. They don't want to see that stuff. They don't want to see people talking about political stuff. But recently there's been some big changes in YouTube where they have decided that before they demonetize people, that they need to basically find out from the creator what's going on, like why did they make the content they do, why did they make the video, was it an accident, was it not meant to be political, which I'll say opens up YouTube to bigger and better things. Seriously, it does. It opens up YouTube for people that can't do YouTube. And what I mean is that if I wanted to show Skyrim, and I wanted to show people the mods because that's what I like doing, if I want to show people that, as long as it's not crossing some crazy line, it should be okay to show. But if you even show anything with Skyrim, they immediately, catch it on an algorithm, and they say no. Even if it's just regular mods. And so nobody wants to upload, gameplay footage anymore of it, which is kind of messed up, but I mean, I understand as well. Yeah, I've been, like I said, I've told people, hey, openly, I have mental illness, and that it's very difficult for me to be who I am, it's very difficult. And I've also had people that have told me that they're my friends, but because of, say, something that's going on, they just decided, hey, you know what, they either are jealous or maybe they just don't like me as a person, and so they basically, what's up, Lucy? And so for me, having mental health has been very difficult to put myself on YouTube and be, be social. And the reason why is because I can, have a really bad day where I think that the whole world is out to get me. And it's very difficult to not, like yesterday, I stood actually, like, I've quit YouTube over comments because it hurt me that much. And so it's been a really challenge for me to try and find a way that to, find a way to deal with that stuff with brain damage and also, chemical imbalance from the brain damage, But yeah, if you guys seen a picture of me, I actually did a video a long time ago and I embedded a little picture. Nobody said anything about it, but if you look at it, you can see that one side of my face is not quite the same as the other. And then you can see my forehead, there's like at least 30 different scars. And then my eye, you can see above my eye that the eyebrow, the hair won't grow there because the bone was broken. And then also my left eye, I can barely see out of it. Can PC or can MCP people join? I don't think so. There's actually 2 different servers. I really wish that they would make it so that, we could play with people from everywhere, console, and I could invite people, But I will say that if they make Redstone, work, seriously, yeah, you don't need to feel sorry for me, Alpha Dog. Honestly, I mean, I've done a lot of work, but I did want you to know why it upset me so much, because those people, the people yesterday that were harassing me, they know what's wrong with me, and they're doing it to what? Try and push me over the edge, to try and troll me because I suffered an accident. For me, I sit there and I go, what did I do to deserve that? Oh, look at this epic battle. Epic rap battle. Look at him, he's just tearing up. That's why I put him here. Isn't that funny? I put him here so he would kill anything that comes around. I had another iron golem over here, but I don't. Yeah, it looks like he did his work too. Oh, he got killed. Wow, how many did he fight? Holy smokes. You guys see that? How many zombies did he fend off? I think we need another one over here, huh? We need another zombie over, or we need 2 iron golems over here. Let's go get some from the villagers. We do. I need to do. Oh, wait a minute. We do. I need to do. I don't know what you mean by that, but I think I know what you mean. But yeah, if they make Windows 10 version where the redstone works exactly like it does on here, or at least close enough, then, because I mean, I think that you should be able to find slime chunks. I think that you should be able to hold F3 and find chunks. Like, for instance, if I hit F3 and then I go over here, it says F3 plus Q. And if we do F3 plus Q, it gives us a help menu, and you can see here that we can we can pause the menu, so we can clear chat, clear render distance, or not clear, but cycle render distance, which we don't want to do. Show chunks and boundaries is F3 and G. So F3 and G, oops, let me go ahead and do this. So F3 and G, you guys can see here that my texture pack kind of makes it a little difficult, but it shows you where a chunk is. And so when I found out where my, let's actually just go over here and I'll show you. So once I looked up basically they have a program that looks through maps and it finds where slime chunks are. I don't know how it works, but it does. So if you want to make a slime farm, you guys can see here that that my chunk farm here. Let me go ahead and switch my texture pack off really quick, you guys. It is actually making it difficult for you guys to see. Lucy, how do I join? Well, I don't have it open right now at this very second. That scared me. Okay, so anyway, so I don't know. Okay, there it is. So you guys can see that this is the edge of the chunk, but Honestly, I mean, I just barely made this correct, as you guys can see. But I had to guess. But now that you can just hold this, you can actually look and go, okay, this is the chunk. This is where slimes, go. And slimes will also appear. Um, the slime chunks will also, or sorry, slimes will also spawn in God, what is it? I'm having a hard time remembering really quick. But slimes will spawn in swamp biomes. Jeez, I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. Well, I will say this, Lucy. Next Friday, I'm gonna do a open server day. I mean, I would do it today. I mean, it's a Sunday, right? I don't know. Do you guys want me to open the server? I don't think you can use Pocket Edition for sure. I mean, I'm 100% sure you can't use Pocket Edition. Yeah, I'm 100% sure you can't use Pocket Edition. You know what? I need to just do this slime. Because the reason why I know that is because when I was setting up the server, it asked me if I wanted to do a Minecraft Java or if I wanted to have a Minecraft Pocket Edition. And I was like, that sucks that we can't play with Pocket Edition. You know? It's separating millions of people. You know, it really is. Like, I have Pocket Edition, and the only thing that keeps me from messing with it is the fact that the redstone's not the same. But I don't know if I can. Nah, I'm pretty sure if you look it up, you can only play on the Windows 10 edition version. This is Minecraft Java, but I do appreciate... I really do appreciate, you coming on here and still watching my stream, even though I'm on a different one. Let me see. It says, what do the servers look like? Basically, the servers are like this. Like here is Divine Woods. Here is I think it's the Hive. And I do believe they have Hypixel as well. Then there's my server here, which I haven't figured out how to do custom coloring, which I do want to do that, but I mean, just simply saying welcome to the server. But you guys can see here, look at how much more. I'm paying the exact same price as MC Pro Hosting, and I'm going to say that MC Pro Hosting is one of the worst. Honestly, when I did my first Let's Play series, one of the things that made me not want to play was the fact that I picked the wrong host service. But if you are looking, seriously, if you are looking to get a server, you would want to go through Apex. That's why I named this Apex, because I made a huge mistake by trying to go with MC Pro Host. As you guys can see here, Apex Hosting, and I'm not kidding you. If you guys watch just my last stream and watch me flying around, you'll see that I can't even fly anywhere because the ground disappears and the server can't keep up. So I'm going to go ahead and say I don't care if I'm paying a little bit more for this server. I'm getting 1,000 people possibly on this server if I wanted to. I don't think it could handle 1,000, I mean, I would honestly lower the server how much. Dang, we can't sleep. I like how you type one in. What do you mean? What do the server look like? I like how you type one in. Okay. Do you mean a code? The server is a little bit behind, by the way. Okay, alright. So, alright. Let's get this slime up. I actually didn't expect, I mean, honestly, I was so excited, I kind of jumped on here without any plans to do anything other than talk to people. But now I'm sitting here going, so do you guys want to know why I have one single chest in here and the rest are barrels? It's actually so that I can take this and, because this server is set to adventure mode by default. So if I do that, then when people come in, they can't take my precious stuff. But I'm going to do a backup of the server and just let people go crazy anyway. I actually thought about doing a 24-hour open server where I just leave it completely open, where anybody can join and they can go in creative and do whatever they want to and just see what they do. Because I've seen a couple people do that, and they got some really decent views. I wonder how the fish tank's doing. I would like to get some more fish. Yeah, I kind of got these here, and they give us this really cool lighting effect, and then we have water just on the outside here, which is cool. So it just kind of adds a little bit, but we did manage to find some really cool tropical fish. I was trying to catch some fish that look like they live in coral, or that they live in the like sea anemones, but no. Let me see. Like if I was adding your server to my server list, what do I do? Okay. You would go to add server, right? You would type in the name of the server. It really actually doesn't matter. And then you need the IP address plus the port. So, for instance, let me show you. So, let's go to the Hive. And if I go to edit, you guys can see that you literally just put playhive.com in here. And I put Hive MC. And then you hit done. And then the server should pop up here. Yeah. So why don't you see if you can join the Hive. If you can join the Hive, you might be able to play on the Ender server. Like I said, I'm actually... I have some pretty cool stuff going on. Like, for instance, we have... let me see. Team... team modify. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Team modify. So I have all of these. So you can be an admin, guest, member, owner, which, I mean, you can't have an owner. Patreon. And then this is my friend. He wanted to be called an Ubervisor. Yeah. So, anyway, so I can basically put people in different categories just by using stock Minecraft vanilla. I don't really want to run plugins. I think if I got enough people on the server to where it was supporting its own self, you know, it already has the Hive server for me. I can join it. Oh, okay. Well, the thing is it the same one or is it the Pocket Edition? So if you look here, how many people are on? On mine it says 2687. And I do know that you can enable cross-platform play, but it's not for this. It's not for the Java edition. It is actually for... it's for the Windows 10, Pocket Edition, and Xbox people. I can join Lifeboat also. I don't actually know which ones those are, but you know what I did want to do really quick? I wanted to actually look up is it the Hypixel? Hypixel. Hypixel has a dedicated... But now that I have a server, let's go ahead and add a server. I don't know why it does that to me sometimes. There we go. Hypixel. Save up to 80% off now. I always liked Hypixel. Whoa. Hypixel with the shader on. Pretty sweet, huh? Holy moly. This is pretty cool. This is all a custom map that they put in. And I wanted to do the same thing with mine. But I want to use a different one. Let me see. Disconnect. So we can join all kinds, but I will say that Divine Woods Divine Woods is a really nice server, you guys. It really is. It is actually a really nice Let's Play area. You know, you can go and it's not a Let's Play area, sorry. It's a nice place to it's a nice place to go if you just want to do a little bit of survival that's slightly different, which is cool. Anyway, on my server, we're just playing straight up we're playing straight up survival. Yeah, I think if I got enough people to ask, I will open up the server temporarily, but what I'd have to do is back up the server because I did a lot of things this morning that I would have to back up again. I wouldn't mind doing it, but I think that I'm going to talk about it for the next week and see if I can get more people to join and see if they want to give it a test and see how well it works. I mean, it says that we can have up to 1,000 people, but I'm gonna say that I think a server like this, I think the max that we probably want to have is like maybe 20, maybe 20. Yeah, so you can see this is actually in a different state, and you guys can see that I can actually fly just by jumping. See that? Look at that. On MC Pro hosting, it was 35 miles from my home supposedly, and yet nothing on it worked. It didn't load the map, but it is definitely much better. I'm not using any other programs like Paper or anything like that, which is pretty cool. Seriously. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if this is actually going 11 chunks or not. I think that the max is 10, but I'd have to see. Alpha Dog says, "Wow, that server is way better." Yeah, dude. I'm telling you right now, do not ever buy anything from MC Pro Hosting. I don't care what they say. Seriously, I've seen so many lies online about it. You know, like when I asked them why it was laggy, they said, "Oh, hey, can you do a tick test?" And then when I sent the tick test back to them, they were like, "Oh, it's running within normal parameters." I'm like, "Dude, the ground isn't even rendering below me as I fly. You know, much less. I mean, if I was to run fast enough, long enough, the ground would start disappearing where I'd have to wait for it to load. That's a bad server. I mean, that is a really bad server." But this is like when I was playing with my son, and I have my view range set to 12. You know, I have my view range set to 12. So, yeah, whatever. You know. Let's see here. Wanted to. That's not it. I did do the chunk updates. I'm gonna go ahead and try it on 1 now, and 1 is a much better quality. So I think that might be why it was actually I was getting bad FPS. Because I was running at 80 and my FPS is always above 60, but for some reason on this server I'm not getting that. So I might need to change a couple of things here. I think I'm gonna pull this up to about 120. And this should fix. It still says like 90 out of that, so it's actually not running at its highest potential. Let's try this. I think I might be being throttled by the actual server itself. Yeah. You see that? Because I mean, I should be getting way higher than that. Is VSync on? Maybe VSync's on. No, VSync wouldn't be on because let me see. Video settings. Details. Animations, no. It would be under probably here. Anastrolic, you don't. None of these need to be on, but we got Better Grass. VSync's not on though. It shouldn't be. Lagometer. Yeah, I think that my client's being throttled. Honestly. Does that increase my FPS? Yeah. Yeah, so I'm staying within 80, so something's definitely throttling me, but I don't know what it is, honestly. I don't have, you know, if I'm at 84, then we're fine, but it says it's just chilling at 70, so I have a feeling it's server side. So, but yeah, just for me to be able to run and to do that, that just shows you just how much better. I can't believe it, honestly. Because I could tell you right now, I could create a server on my actual, I could create a server on my PC and it runs better than MC Pro Hosting could even dream of. And that's while I'm running shaders. So I only have a 10-core processor and they're supposed to have these Radeon, you know, ones and all this stuff, and they're not good and they're not working. We should start getting tons of mobs. I think that the mobs will also be much better. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking that this is actually about 10 chunks. So let's actually test that. If I go to video and we go to 10, yeah. So I think we're at the maximum setting of 10. But let me see. So if I go and I go to 12, can we actually see farther? Actually, we can. I think it is working at 12 chunks. Let me try 16. Okay. Because on client side, it doesn't change the render distance of the end game. So the highest that, I mean, I set it at 12, so it should be at 12 right now. So, yeah. Okay. Ooh, we're getting some mobs here. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, dude? Thanks for joining to end the server. Get in. Oh, that spider took hella damage. Did you see that? Oof. Oh, look at that. He's riding he's riding a spider. Did you see that? That's rare. Yeah, I think that the server fix is definitely working. We're not getting quite as many mob drops as I used to get, honestly, but yeah, it still is working pretty decent. Basically what was happening is that MC Pro Hosting server is so laggy that when I'd leave the server, or if I restarted the server, it would break the redstone on this. And look at it now. I'm just gonna go ahead and say, look, even MC Pro Hosting, even the mobs weren't working correctly. Their server is broken. I think they have out-of-date servers. That's what I'm thinking. Seriously, I am thinking that their servers are scams, and I think that they're charging people too much money for stuff that doesn't even work. Seriously, it doesn't even work. You know what I mean? It doesn't work. Yeah, I am seeing a huge difference. Look, if I go AFK here, and you know what's funny? If you guys really want to know what's funny, I am running almost a lag machine in the background. Seriously, let's go look at the lag machine I'm running. I know that Alpha Dog's seen it, but right over here we have the XP farm. We have the XP farm, and this thing is doing all kinds of stuff under the ground. It is basically generating infinite amounts of cactus, which I can shut off. And what it does is this the little pod here, it smelts, you know, this stuff, and when you take it, it will repair all of your equipment to full health. So I could do my sword, for instance, or my shovel, because I have mending, because I got the villager. So look, if I want to get my stuff to 100%, wow, this, oh, it's been repaired. My bad. Look at that. Everything's 100%. And then these will continue doing what they do. And then the I don't think I'll ever need more than a chest full of green dye, so we can just delete these. This is a machine under the ground. And you guys can see all it does is it just drops items onto a cactus and it destroys the items. So that's cool. But yeah, this is the device, as you guys can see. This device right here, it's basically what it does is it actually duplicates bamboo, and then bamboo gets used for fuel, and then we end up with a really cool way to, you know, yeah, even the console responds better. Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm a big advocator of this, and I'm gonna say that this has made me want to play with friends again. Seriously, like, I really do feel like this is the server. Sorry I had to restart my phone. Oh, it's okay. What'd you miss? I am kind of concerned about one thing, and that is my my frame rate has been throttled. Yeah, like, I have it set to 120. It doesn't matter, but I mean, as you can see, the highest frame rate I can get is about 70 or even 80, you know? It says that 120 VOB shader. So where's VOB on here? Details, via cloud height. Clouds are off because it has varimetric clouds. Quality, maybe it would be here. Let's see. You can't have any of those on. We got immersive textures. All these things we want to keep. We have map bilinear or trilinear, which we'll just leave stock. VOB on, so VOB is on. We have 120. This is unlimited, and I'm still getting the exact same amount. So I'm thinking that the server is capping it, or maybe it's some setting that I have on here. But it's okay. We don't need to be at that high. 120 has been really good for FPS wise. Smooth lighting's at 100 scale. Mood is darker. Dynamic lights fancy. We have the shader. Now, turning off the shader should prove... so this is without the shader. I mean, to me, Minecraft just looks horrible like this. But it's not that bad. Honestly, it's not that bad. But you'll see that it loads much faster. But so if you look, my FPS is at 117. VOB at 120. Now, let's see what happens when we... Yeah, okay, so it's got to be the shader. So it's the shader that's actually hampering my how high I can go. So yeah, I think it's the shader. So I think maybe I can go to settings. Maybe I change something in settings for the shader, which would be, let me move my chat. You guys can't see it, but so something on here isn't right. Old lighting off. Normal map, anastrology. I don't even know what that is, and what does it even do? I think we're gonna go with off on that. Normal maps on, specular map, render quality, shadow quality, hand, old stuff. I don't think any of these make any difference, honestly. Yeah, I don't think it makes any difference. Yeah, I think it's something to do with this. Shader options, let's see, what do we got here? Bloom, depth of field, blur, shadows, wave, damage, world, white world off, shading, adjust visual shading effects, ambient. I don't think that this is anything. Normal map fog options. I think I'd actually like to turn fog off, but I don't think it's necessary. Colors, I don't think we need to mess with that either. I think it's good. I don't see anything that has to do with capping my FPS. Yeah, I don't think that that's the right place. Immersive lights. Yeah, I think these are fine. We wouldn't want to adjust that because it would make it look really weird. Damage, flash. Let me try doing a reset. Okay, it's all stock, so whatever is doing it has nothing to do with the shader. It has something to do with probably the setting of my computer. Well, yeah, look, see now we're getting 100, 120. So it is definitely increased. Okay, we're good. I think we're good. I think it was just a setting. So let me go ahead and look at that. Right off the ground. I can't believe it, dude. Those people, somebody should sue them. Seriously. I'm actually tempted to sue it because, you know, I bought a mod pack and the thing made the server so bad and so laggy that I went, why would I want to do that? And so I canceled the service, and then they gave me a credit that I could only use I could only use on their server. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that's ridiculous. Seriously, that is a joke. Well, that would have been bad if I would have fell into the lava pit. I've been using this to get rid of iron golems. I still wish I could join. Yeah, the thing is, when you come on, you wouldn't see any of this stuff. Like, this is all client side. What that means is this is actually part of a mod called Optifine. I do know that they have shaders for Pocket Edition and stuff, but like I said, I'm 100% sure if you guys look it up, you will find out that you can't. You'll find out that it won't work, unfortunately. So I think this cactus might have been what killed these iron golems. So I'm gonna take it. Yeah, I'm 100% sure, unfortunately, that you cannot have Pocket Edition. If you're on normal Minecraft Java Edition for the PC, yeah. Yeah, unless you have some sort of mod that will allow you to do it. And if you do, I will say that I have it so that people can play on my server even if it's cracked. You know what I mean? Even if it's cracked. So that's a good thing, right? Even if you don't have a legitimate version of Minecraft. So this should help to protect this area because we are getting mobs from over here. So it should help to protect. Alright, this guy doesn't even look like he's connected. But he's been wrecking people. Yeah, this guy has been wrecking every zombie. What I've noticed is if we were to fly up in the air. Oops, I didn't hold shift down or spacebar. I did it again. It's okay. I'm not holding the spacebar down. It's actually very difficult for me because I naturally wanna let go, you know. Yeah, I didn't hold the space bar down. Yeah. So anyway, from up above, let me go ahead and fly up. From up above, if you look, I don't have any of this area over here torched off. So all the zombies will spawn over here and try and do a zombie siege. And so by having those guys there, it prevents them. There we go. So I want to see something really quick. So if I disconnect, right? I want to see, I'm curious if I'm being throttled by the server itself, and maybe it's a setting I need to adjust. But if we go to single player, and I was to go to my backup world of the Ender server, this is an older version. Yeah. You guys can see, I think I'm getting better. See the frame rate's a little better? Yeah, look, it's at one, it's actually higher. I think I'm actually being capped out by, I'm being capped out by the server, but I'm going to tell you that I'm fine with it because it just causes me to not have quite as good a frame rate. So, I don't know why these chunks aren't loading properly. It's probably because this is a backup from the MC Pro hosting. Very weird. So I just wanted to see in this area or in this vicinity, when I'm here, do I get, as you can see, I think I get better loading on the server than I do with my own computer. Seriously, we're at 12 chunks, but I will say that my FPS, it's about the same, huh? So what it is that we're loading so much stuff over here. We have this machine running. So that's actually what's going on. So, okay, that makes sense to me. Yeah, so now we can go ahead and rejoin the Ender server. You guys can see that it actually loads better than the stock Minecraft. So you guys told me, yeah, it is so much better. And this is what it's supposed to be. I should be able to have better client and you know, better server stuff going on because the server is supposed to do most of the work. It loads the world. When I leave the game, these things should continue running. These should continue running. Hey, what's up, Liam? So, Liam, check it out. So this is Apex. So I requested a refund from MC Pro Hosting, and you guys can see that I can. This is the server. MC Pro Hosting is garbage. I'll never ever use them again, ever. And I'll never recommend them, but as you can see, with shaders on, this is how it's supposed to be, and you guys can see that I actually am on a server. So this is Apex. Look at how it loads compared. Look at how it loads compared to the other one. I can't believe how much better. I mean, I can literally just waste my fireworks, and it will keep up and load. And it's at 10 chunks, which is maximum field of view. I think it's at 10 chunks. You guys can see, it's not 100%, like, yeah. Like, I will say that if I run the server on my PC, if I run a server on my PC and then join it, you can see a huge difference in how it loads. But this is pretty awesome. How do you have 2 streams at once? I shouldn't have 2 streams at once. I don't know what you mean. I just got back from camping 10 minutes ago. Oh, nice. I'm gonna go to my dashboard and see what you're talking about. Let's see. Yeah, it just says that there's I'm doing one server or one stream. On my main channel though, it does also, if you're, whether you're subscribed or not, it shows currently right now I'm streaming, and then under uploads it says, hey, I'm streaming. That's why it says there's two different, but it's the same one, so don't worry about it. All right, so yeah, that whole time, the whole time we were flying around, I'm looking at the console, and it said that there was a packet loss, and it said the server, the XY coordinates, they had to remove an entity. I don't know what that means, but it looks really cool. Yours says 2. Yeah, I don't know why it would say 2. Yeah. Whoa, how did I get 3 iron golem? Oh, yeah, that's right, I did do 3. Never mind. Never mind, I answered my own question. Okay, so I think for the rest of the stream, I think I would like to mine a little bit, see how the blocks break. No others say redstone door tutorial. What? Redstone door tutorial? Oh, I don't know. That's actually a stream I did yesterday. Yeah. The stream I did yesterday, so I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. Very strange. Okay. So, I can't believe how smooth it is. I mean, look at the FPS I'm getting. And this is with a shader. Where are you going, cat? Okay, I'm gonna actually, I just forgot, but I need some TNT. There we go. You can see I got some lag during the game save. Whew. That is a lot harder than it looks, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna need... There we go. I really gotta say, I really like the elytra. Maybe it's the Wi-Fi glitch because I just signed into Wi-Fi and like 8 videos notifications. You should well, I hate to say it, but I actually just I don't actually ever hit the notification button. I just check the channels that I like a daily, but I have that kind of time on my hands, so yeah. Oh, there's a slime. What's up, slime? What are you doing in here, brah? Oh yeah, so much better. Come, children, come with me. There must be a slime chunk right here. Because getting 33 slime from that's kind of crazy if you think about it. Okay, so I should have some sand here. So we can make some TNT. Let's see, TNT. Wait a minute. There we go. Alright, we need some more sand, which I don't have any. Okay, so we're good. I don't think I actually have an igniter, though. That's not good. Do I have any iron smelted? I have gold. So many slimies. Yeah. So what did you think, Liam, about this server compared to the MC Pro garbage host? Okay, so we need to go back up. That sucks. I need to get a flint and steel. I mean, there might be some iron in here that I missed. Yeah, I haven't actually been... I haven't actually been collecting any of the resources, like coal, because I have so much of it, but my stocks are getting low, so I should probably start trying to get as many resources as possible. MC Pro Law autocorrect. MC, I think you're right. It's McLeod Garbage Host. I don't even know how they got a good name for themselves. The funniest part about it, that I think's the funniest, is that you guys know who Captain Sparkles is? Apparently, they give him a free server, and I think that they give him all of the servers, because I can tell you right now that when I was on it, it's doo-doo. You know, it's doo-doo. And I think Captain Sparkles should, because I know that he has the money, I think Captain Sparkles should wake up and realize those people are taking advantage of people that don't have a lot of money and don't have a lot. I mean, like, seriously, just to let you know, I am getting 3 gigabytes of download for $15. Seriously, their servers are better, their customer service is better. Here's the thing. Look, I didn't even have to ask for customer service. That's the funny part. I mean, I know how to set up a server. You know, I do. I know how to set up a stock server, but on MC Pro Host, if you want to do plugins and stuff, they have 0 tutorials. You know, and the tutorials they do have are designed to make it so that you have to ask for help. And then when they actually install it, unless you give them exactly, I mean, you have to tell them exactly what plugins you want. You can't go, hey, what's a standard plugin? I mean, what should I be going for? If you ask them that, they tell you to go look on Google. I'm not kidding you. That's what they told me. And I went, oh, okay, so I guess I'm just supposed to know all this stuff. And then the guy changed his tone, and I went, what kind of garbage is this? Seriously, what kind of trash? What kind of trash is this? You know? So garbage. Captain Sparkle is Cookie Sparkle. Compared to you. Nah, Captain Sparkle, he's a good guy, dude. I just mean that he's getting a free server through them. And I don't think he realizes that they are one of the worst hosts. Unless you're paying $170. Oh, I'm sure if you're paying for a dedicated server, it works perfectly. But if you actually want a server to play with friends, you know, and you're not a big YouTuber that has thousands of dollars to throw around, you know, this is the place to be right here. And I'm not saying this like I'm not getting anything free from Apex. I'm just saying that their server performance in comparison to MC Pro Host, I can't even play on their server. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it is so laggy. And I had one of them try and say it's the mod that I'm using. I'm like, what mod? I'm not using any mods. I'm using a client-side shader mod. You know? I did experience a little bit of lag there with these blocks, but I think we're okay. Honestly, I think we're good. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of close this up. There we go. Nice. Alright, so now we just need to find some gravel. I know there's some around here because it's been really bad with it. But I actually, there's a lot of resources here. I need to get rid of this water too. Whoa, I thought it was going to push me into the lava. I think I'm going to have to get into my spare. Holy moly, I did not realize, like, why is there so much water in here? I kind of need a sponge, huh? Yeah, no, I enjoy watching Captain Sparkles. Seriously, I think he's a cool YouTuber, but I mean, like I said, he's basically they're using him as a promotion tool. Seriously, and I don't think he realizes that people are getting effed over here. Seriously, if anybody had an MC Pro host, they would be forced, or they would feel like they would need to buy a more expensive server. You know what I mean? They would feel like, hey, I need to get a better server. I mean, 2 gigabytes of RAM isn't enough. I'm gonna say, I ran 2 gigabytes of RAM. Seriously, I ran 2 gigabytes of RAM on a server on my computer, and I was getting at least 8 times better. And I went, you know what? I'm just gonna run the server on my own PC because I have it works better. And then I went, wait a minute, that's not right. It shouldn't be like that, right? I mean, if my computer can run my Minecraft and they're supposed to have these Radeon processors, then, you know, dual core, I mean, what are they giving me, like half a processor? I'm gonna go ahead and say that I totally feel like they throttled me. I feel like they throttled me purposely just to try and get me to spend more money, which I think is that's against the law. It's against the law. It is. Yeah, I can't believe it. And their customer service is the worst. It took them 3 days to reply back to me. I'm like, you know why they have so many problems? Because their server's garbage. People jump on there and go, wait a minute, if this is what a server's like, what am I doing? And then they go over and they play on console because, I mean, you get better field of view, and it's like, wait a minute. What exactly are you doing, MC Pro Host? You guys need to wake up and realize you're ruining Minecraft. You are. If I didn't do another search and went, you know, first thing I did was I had a guy say that on the list that MC Pro Host comes in 3rd. Seriously. MC Pro Host comes in 3rd, and they're supposed to be the #1 server. You know? #1. Can you believe that? Anyway, I don't even care. You know, they can keep my $7. I'm not gonna you know, continue. But I will say, if anybody ever asks me, I'm gonna say that MC Pro Host is it's a joke. I hear lava. I can hear some lava up in here. You make sense. He talks. Wait a minute. Captain Sparkles is a cookie sparkle compared to you. You make sense. He talks nonsense. I guess so. Yeah, I will say that I don't like the fact that he's always going, telling his side of things. You know, and his side of things is kind of. I think I sit there and I skip through his explanations to why he thinks that, you know, this subreddit or somebody's car is crappy, and he tries to like justify it, that, you know, and I don't actually know why you would want to do that. I mean, that's not passive. That's not being a passive, you know, like being positive. That's the opposite of being positive. That's being negative. I can't believe how much iron's over here. Seriously, I haven't been collecting it, but it's down in there. Alright, I'm gonna need to barricade this area so mobs don't spawn in here. The TNT shouldn't blow this area up, and the way that they did TNT recently is they made TNT I'm gonna have to dig this out by hand. They made TNT recently to where it blows upward instead. Like, you used to be able to get a a 9, well, basically a 3 by 3 by 3 area. And now with TNT, you get, it will basically blow up. It goes 2 blocks down, and it goes, sorry, it goes 1 block below it, and then 2 blocks above it, which does make sense to me. But anyway, hey, what's up? What's up, Leggy? Michael, can you use Forge and Optifine at the same time? You actually can, but you have to use a different, like I would recommend using Fabric. Yeah, let me see. Minecraft. Hey, Leggy, do you have Discord? Let's see, Minecraft. I would say Fabric. Don't even use Forge, but Fabric. If you just install Optifine, Leggy, you can use shaders. There, it's automatic now, which is pretty sweet. You don't have to use Forge anymore. Yeah, but Optifine, and then see. So you put Fabric plus Fabric plus Optifine. Let me see. Yeah, you only need Optifine now if you're yeah, you only need Optifine now. Just to show you, I'm gonna go ahead and wait a minute. I can't just stand here. Let me let me go to a safe place really quick. Let me go to a. Oh, did I just drop that TNT? I did. Let me go to a safe place so I don't get murked. Your name is Michael. Yes, it is. I actually say it in the beginning of my streams. I say Michael X because I don't really want people knowing my last name. But in reality, yeah, it is. It is just Michael. But if you look at it, it's Avicii. If you really wanted to say it properly, it's Avicii. Avicii. Just out picking someone up at the minute, but I was just wondering. Want to be able to use shaders and World Edit. What I've been doing, Leggy, is I've been using just World Edit by itself because both of them together actually causes a lot of lag, and I don't know why World Edit causes so much lag. When I use World Edit with Fabric, but you know, I am using the beta versions. I should probably look to update my stuff. I think since you bring it up, I actually am curious myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go here and disconnect. And I'm gonna minimize my Minecraft so it'll look weird on your guys' screen. But let's see here. Let's go to YouTube. No, it's not the lighting updates. It's actually, this is gonna sound funny, Leggy, but let me show you what I can see. See, turn Minecraft off, turn desktop on. Okay. So Leggy, what I usually Udison, he's the one that that I like. But you can do Fabric. Like, he has Fabric on Windows. So Fabric and Optifine together, you know, pretty good. Let me go ahead and oh, this is Coldstone. This isn't Udison. Wait a minute. Yeah, it says how to download and install Optifine 1.14.4 with Fabric on Windows. Okay. So basically right now on my Minecraft, yeah, basically on my Minecraft, you simply download the jar file for it. Let me open up. So it's as simple as, like for me, I have basically I back up everything all the time on a separate hard drive. But so mods. So if I open this folder here, what it is you just install Fabric, and then you just install Optifine separately. But if you really wanted to, you can drop Optifine, the newest, latest version, and you can drop it into your mods folder, and it should run both of them at the same time. But we're going to actually find that out right now, because this says 3 weeks ago, Optifine 1.14, Minecraft, and mods, how to install Optifine with Fabric. And this is from Udison. I like Udison.
With Fabric, of course, with Optifine, of course, and with any another mod. So don't forget, if you like it, very help me out. And the end of this video,
And that's the end of this video. So, OptiFabric. Is that what that says? Okay. Yeah. I already have Fabric API, and I already have Fabric. If I was to quit and start up Minecraft again, you guys can see that I already have Fabric installed, and that gives me World Edit. But I don't think I can use World Edit on a server unless I actually install Fabric on the server as well. But if you are looking to use World Edit, like I said, for me, I just download. I have them separate. I have 2 separate builds because together they're kind of laggy. But I will say that they probably won't be laggy if, yeah, it's probably not going to be laggy if I actually follow the latest tutorials. So let's see what he says here.
Let's go. Whee! Okay, step number 1. As usual, go and log in your Minecraft launcher. Use your login and password from Minecraft.net site. Press Minecraft Java Edition, press Installations, press Udison profile. If you not have Udison profile, press Add New.
You don't need to put in Udison, by the way. He just wants you to put Udison, which I think is kind of funny.
Create. After that, press left mouse 1.4, and after that, see folder.
Yeah, I already have done all this.
Go in Minecraft. Like that, and you find and you open Minecraft folder. In this folder, try find this folder with name mods. Then double click and open mods folder. Very important stuff.
I'm
if
linking
you not
his
find
video.
mods folder
If somebody
in
else
this
wants
folder,
to watch it,
press right
as
mouse
well.
button, choose option.
Yeah, I get it now. Haha, going to do it once I get home. Yeah. Hey, did you send a friend request to me? Yesterday on Xbox, and it's something simple like TM. You know, I don't want to give away your Xbox Live, but because I was gonna say that if you join me on Discord, I can open the server up to you, and then if you ever want to do Redstone together, I can just load a Void World, and yeah, I can load a Void World for us.
Create new folder and create folder with name mods.
Yeah, see, I already have all this. I've already installed
also
mods.
Close Minecraft
I already have.
and simply press.
Okay. So I have Fabric, but I don't have the latest Fabric. So let's go to Fabric. I'm going to open it up in a new tab. So Fabric, Vanilla. Let's see. Xbox Live. Yeah, TZ. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I accepted it. So that's cool. Alright, so this is the latest one. I don't know if it's the one I have. So I'm pretty sure that it's just let's see what he says here.
You download exe file, or you can press.
Yeah, I prefer the jar file because I have Java installed. So it's much easier just to use the Java. So let's click this. It's gonna say this is dangerous, but what it is that Windows doesn't recognize jar files. So you know, it doesn't want to install it, but obviously Java does because it adds the icon to it. Otherwise, it would say unknown file. Got an MSI Apache Lab 2 rebuilt. Oh, nice, man. That's cool. Okay, let's go to
this button and you download jar file. These two files work totally in the same way. So I personally prefer jar file. If the jar file not work for you, try download and use exe file. Anyway, find installer jar file inside your download
Yeah, I already
section
know
with
how to
name cloud
install all
like
this
that.
stuff.
Okay, now if you see this word with that, you can close all, go preview versions, find this version.
Okay, so 1.14.4, the newest version of Optifine. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. I did want to see if it does work. So Optifine, he said go to preview versions, but this was 3 weeks ago. So it is the HD UE2 or UF2. Is it UF2? Let me. It says it's in 720, but I'm not getting that good. I can barely read it. It says it's a preview, but let's look and see. Yeah, wait a minute. So it says F2 pre-1. So they now have F3. So let's go to preview versions and see what he's got. So he said F2 pre-1 download here. Oh, wait a minute. So now they have preview F4. So I just basically want to get the normal. I just want to download the F2 version, which is not a pre. And of course, if you guys are ever doing this, just deny and wait until it says skip ad, and then it'll actually give you the download file. And then you hit download, and then you guys will see it'll ask you and say it's a dangerous file type. You say yes, I want to keep it. It is just a jar file, and so on. Okay, let's see what he wants us to do now. I always close those, and I can go ahead and close Fabric as well. And then we're going to go ahead and I can also close Minecraft. Okay, let's see what else he says.
Latest version we need out. Also, totally in the same way, download OptiFabric.
Download OptiFabric. Okay, let's go to OptiFabric. I've never downloaded this one before. Deny. Deny! Yeah, computer's the best way to go. I love console, I did, but when they destroyed Redstone, they lost me, honestly. Okay, so it does look like they may want me to sign in, but I'm not going to. Anyway, so he says go here. Let's go back.
So totally in the same way, download OptiFabric.
OptiFabric 0.4.3 jar. 0.4.3.jar, and I want to download it directly. I don't want to get it installed. So okay, download app will begin. I don't want the app. Okay, so OptiFabric. So we have all three mods. So let's go ahead and go to let's go here.
As you can see, OptiFabric for Minecraft 1.14.3. Yes, this version also works perfect for Minecraft 1.14.4. Press download button here, wait 5 seconds, and download Fabric IP.
I did. We are going to need the latest version of that too, because I have an older version. So I need the Fabric API 0.3.3 build 200. Okay, so Fabric API is right here. We're going to open that up in a new tab, and then I'm going to leave that site. Leave that site. We're gonna deny. Click on skip ad, and then we should be able to get the build 200, which is right here. Let's go ahead and get build 200. Yeah, we want to get it from here. Download. Okay. Doop 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 doop. Okay, so now we have everything we need. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to create a whole nother installation so that we can, you know, do that. And I'm also going to name it Udison just because I think it's funny. I think it's funny that he did that. So I'm pretty sure I already know how to do it, but let's.
Press download required, but I won't show you how Optifine can work with any Fabric mods. And that's why we download this mod.
Oh, wait a minute. Do we need to download another thing? I must have skipped some stuff. Okay. So we download
Press
Fabric
download.
API 200
Oh,
build.
and only as example we download this mod. This mod not required, but I won't show you
Okay.
how Optifine can work with any.
Yeah, we don't need to use this, but yeah, we are gonna probably need the latest version of World Edit as well. I think he doesn't have it on here, but you know it should. We should be able to get the most current version of World Edit. Okay, I can close this. I'm gonna open up a new window. We're gonna go ahead and go to the World Edit site. Let me see. World Edit. Where are you? Optifine, Plots Builder, Shipwreck Finder, Saldor's shaders. Where is it? This is World Edit Bucket. I don't know if it's the correct site though. Yeah. Let's see what's the most current version for Fabric. So I'm gonna go look and see what I have on mine. So under mods, I have World Edit 7.0.1 jar, and it says Fabric on it, and we have the Fabric API. Okay, so let's see what we got here. This is the most current version of World Edit. Yeah, support bucket version. This is just, it just says World Edit 7.0.1. And we are at 7.0.1. So they haven't updated it. It works, and it says it works on the 1.13.2 all the way to now. So we don't need to worry about it. It's already installed. All we really need to do now is we need to close this. I'm going to go ahead and okay.
Fabric mods. And that's why we download this mod. Anyway, this mod required only OptiFabric and Fabric IP. Anyway, also find Optifine and any other Fabric mods which you want to install. Press right mouse button, choose option copy.
Okay, so he already installed the Optifine on here, so I can go ahead and go through my downloads now. I can go through downloads and I can go ahead and install the newest Fabric. So we got Fabric 303 build, we have OptiFabric, and so on. So he already installed his, so we're going to go ahead and install it. It should actually, I don't know why it's not opening. Is it opening in the background? I do have so many windows open. Okay, let me see here. So I'm just going to grab these, drop them on my desktop. Whoa, that was weird. I wonder why it did it like that. Okay, so Fabric installer. I don't think I wanted the install. I just wanted the jar file. Oh, that is the jar. OptiFabric, and we have the Optifine. One of these is supposed to be the API. Oh, there it is. So this one cannot be installed. That's why. Okay, here's the actual installer. I was clicking on the wrong one. Okay, so it's going to automatically go to the correct location. Everything's same. Install. Done. Okay, it's done. So now, when I load up Minecraft, we should see Fabric, another version of Fabric. It looks like it might have overwritten. It's overwritten this one. That's what I think. So I think we're gonna have to uninstall this. So let me go ahead and go to installations. We're gonna go ahead and delete Fabric. It does say it's the correct build though, so maybe I don't need to. All we need to do is open up our app roaming app data Minecraft, and we need to go to mods, and then we're gonna need to get rid of the old. It actually says minus 0.3.0, and then this is fabric. It's the exact same file jar, so we don't need to do anything. So I already had it downloaded. It's okay though. We have it in there now. Okay, let's see what Udison says.
After that, return in mods folder. Here press right mouse button, choose option paste.
Okay, so we need to put we've already put Fabric API in there. I can go ahead and close Minecraft since we know that it's doing what it's supposed to do. And we want to grab everything that we want. We already have the world edit in here. And we're going to need to grab OptiFabric. This is the installer, so I'm just going to keep it over here. But these, we can go ahead and just drag and drop into here. Okay, so there we go. So now these are in our mods file, so we can close it. And I'm going to go ahead, like I said, and rename. What do you mean, destroy redstone? Who are you talking to? I must have missed I missed some of these comments, sorry. Okay. Okay, let me see. We want to go to installations. We want to go here. We want to go to edit. We want to go to more. Then I was really thinking about making this Udison just for the hell of it, just to send some support to that guy. And I already have it set to be 4 gigabytes. You guys do not need to set it to 4 gigabytes. I do that myself because I have I think I have 16 gigabytes of RAM, so I have plenty to go around. So okay, so we're going to rename this Udison. Okay, now we have Udison. I think we should be okay to play it now, and we should. It'll either tell us that it doesn't work, or it's going to say everything's fine. One or the other. Okay, I can go ahead and. Whoa. Okay. I'm not seeing Minecraft popping up. Oh, there it is. It just took a second. Okay. The first initial load, when you change a name, it does change a lot of stuff. Okay, so now we have Optifine plus Fabric. We should now have MC Edit plus Optifine. So let's check it out. Let's go ahead and go to the door world. Yeah, when you first load on, it's kind of laggy, but okay, let's see if do we have /wand. It's //. There we go. We have both. So we have Optifine Plus, which means we can actually yeah, that's sweet. That's pretty sweet, honestly. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Go to the link I put in, Udison, and follow his tutorial. It definitely works. Like I said, I use Fabric because they update a hell of a lot faster. So hey Leggy, are you still watching the stream? Did you see this thing yesterday I was showing? I still can't believe. Yeah. How awesome that is. Nice. Okay. Now, I don't think that World Edit will work on a server, but let's go ahead and see what happens. It'll just not work. You know what I mean? Like if I was to... I need to get a flint and steel. Oh, here's some flint. I'm probably going to need 2. So let's go ahead and use the super smelter. So I said basically, or so Liam's saying, you said they ruined console redstone, and I didn't know what you were talking about. Well, they ruined the whole game on console and on Pocket Edition. Now, if you guys want to know what I'm talking about, like this thing you're looking at in front of you, it uses a 0 tick. You guys don't know what that means. I'm going to go ahead and just show you what a 0 tick is. Okay. So let me go ahead and just kind of put my survival stuff away for a sec. So a zero tick is basically when a signal of redstone is so small that it's not detectable. Now there's a couple ways you can do that, but if you try to do this on Pocket Edition, or if you try to do this on the Windows 10 version, it will not work. So this is actually it's not a zero tick, but it's just a regular tick. Now, anybody that's played Minecraft on the PC will know exactly what it is that I'm making right now. And it's actually, this is basically, we used to call it a falling edge monostable. So what this basically means is that when we put power through here, this is going to send a signal, and that signal is going to basically, it's going to lift up the piston, and it's going to cause it to be a one tick, not a zero tick, but a one tick here. I will show you what a zero tick is, but you cannot do that. You cannot make a zero tick or even a one tick on those versions. So let me grab a button. Now watch. When I send it through here, it will actually throw the blocks off of a sticky piston, and this is how we can use, this is how most doors are made. Most doors that you see, this is how they're made. Now if you tried to do this, on the Windows 10 version or Pocket Edition, this is what would happen. And it wouldn't even be the bottom one. The bottom one wouldn't even work. Seriously, the bottom one wouldn't even work. And it's because they took out block updating. But so this basically gives us the option to make one tick pulses. Now, right now, we can take advantage of this using, as you can see, this is a zero tick device. What happens is that the what is it called, block? Let me go ahead and go to turn that off. So what happens here is that this observer block detects when it's being moved. So what happens is that this basically comes up here and it gives a zero tick. As you guys can see, the pulse on this track is so small that when you use the zero tick in combination, as you can see here, what it does is it causes the ground to be able to move so fast that the plant never detects that it's actually not on an actual thing. And what it does is it makes the bamboo grow way faster. It's as though I'm putting bone meal on it. Seriously, it's as though I'm putting bone meal on it. So if you think about that for a second, this is a one tick pulse generator. So, and this is one as well. This one just works with cactuses. What it does is it uses a block update, which if you don't know what a block update is, when this comes down, it automatically gets detected because we're powering this in a vertical way, and that vertical power makes it so that these don't actually detect that this is even moving because it's a zero tick pulse. So they never break. So what I'll do is we're going to go up here, and what we're doing is we're tricking the game into giving us more resources. So it's kind of like a duplication glitch. And you guys will see it here. What happens is as it goes down, the zero tick pulse on these comes through, and it does the same thing. It makes the cactuses think that that time's actually passing by faster. Does that make any sense? And what it does is some of the cactus actually lands on itself and gets destroyed, but we have about a 70% chance of getting a cactus, to go down here and fall in those hoppers down below. Sometimes you get all three, sometimes you only get one, but you guys can see it. And then that will go here, and then this item right here, or this is actually it will basically, what it does is it basically takes the item, it detects the item, and then it clicks and then uses a block update. It uses a block update to dispense these things. As you can see, it's just basically every time it detects a cactus, it dispenses it, and then the water takes it up here, and then it goes in and replenishes the system. I know that's a very hard answer, but that's basically what I'm trying to say is that that's how they broke the game. They made it so that it's not the same as it is on PC, which basically means for me, every bit of redstone that I've ever learned since I've started playing back in 2010 means nothing, because none of that stuff works on the current version of console edition, PS4, Windows 10, and so I choose not to play on it myself. That's why I'm only playing Java edition. Now I will tell you guys, if you guys are looking, I'm going to tell you right now, you can get a gaming PC for about $800. I mean, it's not going to be the best one. You're not going to be able to run shaders, but you could definitely, I'll just say right now, you could definitely run Minecraft. Right? It would cost $800. That's 2 Xbox consoles. Now, when I was a kid, what I would have done was I would have saved, I would have asked my parents to just buy me one outright. But if they couldn't do it, I would basically save my money for every birthday. And then after about 2 years, I would buy my own computer. But that's how I got my first Nintendo, was by actually doing lawns, which is kind of crazy. Okay, so // wand. Yeah, as you guys can see, if I don't have world edit on the actual server, it doesn't work. But I actually do have the mod on here, so whenever I jump onto my single player world, it should be fine. I'm just curious, is this gonna mess with my stuff? Okay, so you guys have seen, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and make it so you guys can just see my Minecraft again. There we go. Alright, nice. Okay, so you guys won't see the chat. You guys will be able to see the full screen. Let me know what you guys think of that. I can show you what I mean if we jump on Windows 10, but I really don't feel like doing that. These guys right here, look at them. They are gladiator. Look at them, gladiators. Let's see, game mode. I wonder how many he's killed. I wish I could tell what his health is. Like he's got 11 rotten flesh. Holy moly. Yeah, this guy's been going medieval. Look at this gladiator. Yeah. Maybe I should put them together. So that one guy is not just being constantly attacked. I'm going to put them right next to each other. That way they can kind of back each other up. Because I have a feeling he's very low on health. Yeah, let's see what he does to this zombie. Kill him. Oh, you got wrecked, zombie. Alright. I'm not minding this this music. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I can do on PC that you can't do. But I will say that what Windows 10 edition can do, and also console edition, is that it has higher view ranges. But if you want to find a slime chunk, you have to just get randomly lucky and find one. Like for instance, my mine keeps getting a slime, but it only gets the slime right here every once in a while. So that I would assume that there's probably a chunk in this area. So if I was to dig this area out, I would get another slime chunk functioning. But I don't really care because I already have one. So let's go ahead and do this. I forgot to smelt the iron up there and the gold. It's okay though. We'll be fine. Where's my gold at? I thought I had a bunch of gold. I guess it was all iron, huh? Okay, that's fine. Fine with me. So since we're in here in the mine, I'm going to go ahead and not use my elytra. And just in case I get deleted, which I don't think is going to happen, I'm going to go ahead and throw my elytra inside of my box. That way, that's the most important thing to grab is these boxes. Okay, so we have coal. I'm going to go ahead and load up our resources in here so we have more room. So I'm going to go ahead and load coal in the white box. Yeah, coal in the white box. I'm going to go ahead and load that in there, this gold. pretty much our loot. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put those in there too because we do want more room since we're going to be doing this. Oh, and I can go ahead and turn blocks back on. There we go. There we go. Nice. All right. So we should be safe. If I do die, most likely everything will just land on the ground. They are at full health, so it'd be fine. Okay. All right. Let's make flint and steel. Oh, I need the iron. Okay, flint and steel. It should be like that. All right, and I just turned those into. Whoops. All right. Alrighty, let's get to mining. We're gonna do some strip mining. Can't believe it's 3:31. Yeah, I can't. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. Like, I don't know if you know how stressed I've been in the last couple weeks. I mean, I'm sure you guys could tell, but I was very upset that I found some people to support me on Patreon, and then the server is so horrible, you know, and there's nothing I could do about it. Alrighty. There we go. Nice. Alright, so I do remember that I would have to mine up these areas. Okay, so this is quite the quite the lava pit, huh? Alright, so we got two options. One, use water, or we can just change the direction of the mine. Now I'm going to go ahead and say that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to start on this back wall, and I'm going to stop going that direction because I really don't want to have to go through it. But I do want to check. I do want to check and see if there's any diamonds, because a lot of times diamonds will be around lava. Yeah, it has autosave already hooked up, which means if something happened, the server crashed, I could reset the server, and I'm fine. They don't even have auto save on for MC Pro Host. We might be able to find some diamonds, but I'm not seeing any, so I'm thinking maybe no. Dang, this pickaxe is actually ridiculous. I gotta say that villager trading has made it so that, you know, getting enchantments used to be so hard. Like, to get Silk Touch, to be honest, it was easier just to go into creative and give yourself the book than to sit there. I did it legitimately on the Ender server, Season 1. And I had to build a ender farm to get Silk Touch, if you guys could imagine that. Like, just to get Silk Touch. You know, and that's crazy. Alright, well, we're not getting any diamonds. Or we're not seeing any diamonds. It's not that we're not getting them, we're just not seeing any. Usually this is where you see them. This is quite the lava pit, huh? Holy smokes. It just keeps going. Haha, there we go. Wow, did we just find a another cave? It looks like it. Where's my torches? Oh, I just sure wouldn't bite the dust. Alright, well, there really isn't anything else here, but this is a lot of lava. It's a lot of lava. It's a lot of lava. There's another source block, huh? That is a hell of a lot of lava. I'm actually kind of shocked, honestly. This is like, I mean, because I've gone in spectator mode and I've looked around, and I mean, you can see that I mean, it's literally a lava world. I mean, honestly, it's a lava world. Oh, here's another cave. Welcome to Lava World. Welcome to Lava World, Angeli. I am recording, but people gotta know that I'm married and have a wife. Proud of you, Angeli. I love you too. You've been going beyond the Call of Duty, beauty. Better torch this area up before the mobs spawn. Oh, we've got some mobs spawning. To the face. Alright, there's a lot of resource, I think, around here. There really is, there's a lot, but I don't really need a whole bunch of coal. I was just hoping to run into some diamonds, honestly. Don't really need iron, because we have the iron farm. So, yeah. Alright. Alright, keep knocking them torches over. I'm gonna have to, hang these up higher. Alright, well we definitely know that is not the place to be right there. Now I'm gonna do some cheating here and just go into spectator mode to see what we're dealing with here. So If I was to go right, I would just be going into all this lava. I'm not seeing any diamonds. I do see some gold and stuff, but no diamonds that are out in the open. But that's all lava. All of it. That is horrible. Okay, so there is a water source. It looks like here, there's nothing but lava over here as well. Yeah, look, this is all lava. It's just completely full. Wow. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and say that I think that this mine is spent. There's nothing more we can do in this mine, so I'm gonna need to create a new mine. I'm glad I noticed it now though, before I got too far. So all right, let's take our losses and go somewhere else. I did want to see, what are we looking at here? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the thumbs up button on Udisen. If you guys are interested in downloading that stuff, you know, right, Udisen's the way to go. Alright, and the server is running, and I mean, excuse the way I'm going to say it, but it's running amazing. Seriously, I was going to say something actually wrong, and then I went, you know, I'm not going to do that. Okay. Alright, so this mine is done. Now we can start going that way. We can, but I think since we've seen slime here, what I want to do is I want to go this way. All right, so I'm actually thinking I'm gonna manually mine these. I can hear lava. I don't think we can go over here either because I can hear the lava. And my inventory is full. Let's go ahead and use some of our shockers to get rid of ores we don't need. I still haven't gotten any gold. That's kind of funky. Very strange. All right, let's go ahead and smelt up some more iron. I'm going to take what's in here. Yeah, I'm very happy that the server's working good and it's working the way that I wanted it to work originally with MC Pro garbage. And I really hate to say that, honestly, because they're supposed to be a good server. They are. They're supposed to be good. They're not, though. I mean, you guys seen it. It wouldn't even load the world. If you flew or went too far, I mean, I'm going to tell you right now that that was not 2 gigabytes of RAM, which is what I supposedly was getting for $10. And the thing couldn't even keep up. I mean, that is... something's wrong with that. You know what I mean? Like, that's terrible. Whoa, I almost jumped in there. I think I need to turn auto jump off, but... Alright, so there's a lot of lava here. I know where there's another place where I can mine. Whoa, that was weird. I got some shuddering. You guys ever have that happen where you're running and it starts like constantly running? It's just, it's actually servers or it's client-side lag is what it actually is. Okay, so we're gonna need to go to a different location to start mining. There's just too much lava around here. You guys can see this, like it's like lava world here. Instead of water world is lava world. So I'm thinking the easiest way up is to go to the old slime farm. And I'm gonna need to create some more chests. Looks like we got almost a full stack going. Let's go ahead and so cool. Alright, so other than getting some shuttering every once in a while, I mean, this has been working really amazing. Seriously. So we're going to need to create some more barrels for some more cobblestone, because we've got quite the collection. I don't have any big builds ready for cobblestone either, but I don't think I'm completely full here. There we go. 5%, huh? What do you mean? 5%? I kind of forgot what I was saying, you know, so it's not like purposely not listening to people, but I just forgot what you'll have to tell me with, you know, in what context did I say this, because... Alright, cool. This actually all goes on the other side. I can put this dirt away. And then this can go away as well. Okay. Collecting dirt. 5% battery. Oh man. Well, you know, Liam. I know I called you Tim again, but Liam, you can. I would just say, man, if you need to jump off, just jump off. It's not like. I mean, I appreciate you watching for sure. I mean, I'll take every bit of support I can get, but you know, if you're burning your phone up doing it, then I mean, I wouldn't want you to do that. Yeah, I really do enjoy the fact that when I'm running, I'm getting to places. The frame rate seems to be good. I've been kind of peeking at the stream every once in a while. I'm going to say that the stream on my side, it says 720. I'm looking at it. It looks pretty smooth. When I'm running really fast, I do notice it gets choppy. A little choppy, but other than that, I mean, it's okay. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to keep my lock right here. We're going to go ahead and put this gold up. We have iron to put, and there we go. Some slimy balls. It's my slammer ball. Don't need any of that. Alright, we have dropped off everything. We are looking good, I think. Doing good. Yeah. Alright. There we go. Okay, let's see here. So I'm gonna put this gunpowder up. We have plenty of TNT to do do the next strip mine. And then under food, I would like to put this hay in here. So if I ever decide I want to make some more, make another cake. Apparently, you can't get that achievement anymore, unfortunately. I mean, it's not one you just get right away. I think I have to unlock some stuff. Okay. Alright. So there's another mine area over here. It's, yeah, here it is. So I can basically make the mine here, this does kind of go down. Got our shield to keep us from the creepers. How many blocks are we down here? So we're at 41, so we gotta go much deeper. Seriously, we gotta go a whole lot deeper. Minus 22. Whoa, what's up with the sand? Oh, that's right. Me and my son were down here. We were looking for diamonds. We didn't find any, and it's just a bunch of lava too. Man, okay. I'm gonna need to pick another location to mine, to strip mine. I think I'm gonna go back to the spawn. What's up, Sash? Wish I could join. I'm still Javaless, and and would come build Connect 4 in your world one day. Well, if you can tell, this I don't you probably didn't catch the beginning of the stream, but what I did was I went into MC Pro Hosting and I said I want a refund, and because I said that their server was too laggy for me, and so they gave me my refund. They gave me a refund, and I went and took that money and went to Apex hosting service. Apex hosting service, and they basically, I mean, if you look at this, how it's loading, you can see that it's, you know, it loads faster than me running to get to it, and on the other one it was not doing that. Like, I literally could see. Whoa, here's another ravine, eh? Whoa! Hey, nice work, Creeper. Let's see here. We got... Alright. Oof! That hurt. I saw those and I thought they were eyes. Whoa, this is like a double ravine. What's up, Creepy? I was just thinking a creeper was going to come up behind me and be like, oof. Looks so much better than the last server. Yeah, dude, you should see when I fly around. Like, I actually can fly around. I mean, that's a huge benefit. I don't know if I want to try and fly. This is definitely Lava World. Apex Pro Hosting. It's actually just Apex hosting service, but yeah, it should be. That's what they should be the pro. Because, I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, for $5 more, I'm getting another gigabyte of RAM, and I'm going to say that's... So I ran a server on my computer, and it was working better while I was running shaders than theirs. And I'm sitting there going, wait a minute. So let me get this straight. My computer can run a server, and I can play on it, and it runs better than the MC Pro hosting service for $10. I'm like, what kind of processor are they using again? Is it Lego bricks? I mean, what is it? Because, I mean, seriously, it's definitely not whatever they're saying it is, because I could tell you right now that I have a theoretical 10-core processor, right? Theoretical. I mean, I'm sure you guys know what that is, but theoretical processor just means that it's basically a 6-core Intel processor, and it can run Minecraft with a shader on it and the server better than MC Pro hosting can. And that makes no sense to me. Where the hell are we? Oh, we're like... Wow, we're like on this island. Hey, what's up, little turtle? You have a seed. Yeah, so here's a good test. I mean, Liam, leave my grandma no Wi-Fi. So yeah, Sash, check this out. So this is the proof in the pudding, right? Well, first off, you can see that I'm able to load 12 chunks, or at least 10, so 10 chunks. But as we're flying in the rain, you can see that it's still loading this world. And you can see that usually when you get a huge lag spike when you flip around and go back through chunks you've just loaded on MC Pro Hosting. But look at this. So what kind of garbage are they selling people? That's all I can say. And I mean, I'm just going to go ahead and say that they refunded my money, but I sit there and I go, I used their service for 2 months, you know, and I paid $24 for it back when I did my original series. And to be honest, it was so laggy, it made me not want to play with friends. And I'm sitting there going, they're basically making it so Minecraft isn't fun to play with friends. Unless you want to pay, what is it, $174, but Apex hosting service, I can see why whenever I look online, I just see a guy, basically this guy with no hair, and he's like, you know, saying it's the best hosting service, you know. Look, and here's the funny thing. Look, we were running this in the background, and I haven't felt any of it. Honestly, I haven't felt any lag. I don't get how a service system could be so bad. How can it be that bad? I mean, what are they doing exactly? It doesn't make any sense to me. You know, like how are they not being sued by people? I mean, I really would like to sue them, and I would like to get a full refund. In comparison to Apex Pro Hosting, I feel like I have been getting ripped off for years. Seriously, I feel like I'm just like, oh my god. I'm telling you, their headquarters is pretty close to me. I think I'm tempted to take them to small claims court to try and get $50 back from a year ago. Sorry, I have been making strawberry cake. Nice. Those are always good. Alright. Pretty sweet though. That's all I gotta say. Yeah. Sometimes the MC Pro Hosting server was so laggy. I never seen that load. You know, I'd be standing here and I know it would be within the 6 chunks and it would never load. Reminds me of how long it took to buy good hosting for Ark. Yeah. Yeah. I don't get it. Like I said, there's a lot of things, honestly, recently that I've been going, wait a minute. Okay, so are you telling me? And I mean, that's what I think. I go, so you're telling me that, okay, so if you're buying a hosting service and they're not actually giving you an actual service that's actually to host, I mean, you can sit there and say, oh yeah, no, they're hosting, we're a hosting service, so it's how you do the server, and we recommend that you only load 4 chunks of stuff. It's like, who the hell wants to play with only being able to see to where my crosshair is? Nobody wants to play on a server like that. Now, if you have 2,000 people playing on the server, it definitely makes sense to me. It does. It makes sense. But there's a lot of that. Here's another one. Okay, so World of Tanks. Hey, what's up, brah? Don't you want to get me? Look at him. He's trying to escape. He's like, freedom! Let me get up here. I bet you he'll try and come to me. I wish I had a texture pack. I think it is. You can actually download, Lucy, you can actually download a shader pack texture on the Pocket Edition, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that if you do, you have to be careful, you know? Seriously. Did the slime die? He must have died. Okay. Yeah, but from what I could tell, it just doesn't look the same as this, and yeah, it doesn't look quite the same. So it's funny, I was walking around up here and I'm like, oh man, it looks like I can't mine anymore. and then I went, wait a minute. So we know that there's lava over there and there's lava over there, but I do have, the mine does go much further. You know, it goes a hell of a lot further. Yeah. So we can start strip mining up in here. That's what I'm actually thinking. I'm thinking I'm just going to keep going. And we'll find a nice area, and then I'll do some strip mining. Yeah, even the blocks. I mean, look at how much faster. I really felt like I had a stone pickaxe. You know? I felt like I had a stone pickaxe. Let me see. It says, I want the same one as you. So are you saying that you're on Pocket Edition? Because I know that they have shaders, but the biggest problem with Pocket Edition is that depending on how good your phone is, will determine how good that's going to work. So if you did download the shader on yours so it looked like mine, I think it would ruin your phone, honestly. I wouldn't do it personally. I think your phone would get so hot that the thing would probably be like, you know, begging you to stop. You know, it'd be like, please, no more. You know? Oh, what's this? It doesn't look like lapis, huh? That's a sign, though, when we find lapis. Yeah, Pocket Edition. Yeah, I kind of, like I said, I really wish that Pocket Edition, they would actually make the redstone pretty much the same. That way people aren't making, you know, there's not 3 different versions of the same exact game, you know? And then making it so, like, I can't play with people that are on Pocket Edition on a normal server. I mean, like, what's the big deal? Like, honestly, like, what if you have the Pocket Edition the way it is, but if you come and play on a PC server, and you just want to play with some friends, and you're kind of, you know, on the road or something, or who knows what you're doing, right? And you wanna do something like that, you could play with your friends, even if they use a different system. And I mean, Xbox has been saying, oh no, we support PC. It's like, no, you support Windows 10 Minecraft, which is not the same. It's not the same at all. Whoa. What was I? Oh, I was standing on this. It's kind of weird. It tries to step if you have auto jump enabled. It tries to step. My actual character does. All right, we're gonna go ahead and TNT this up. I'm gonna have to be careful. A little bit of lazy mining. Come to me. Running low on torches. The lazy way. I'm really kind of shocked that one of them must have blew up and shot over here, because the way that it's sitting here is kind of crazy. There we go. Yeah, I got my wife Pocket Edition, you know. I did. I got my wife the Pocket Edition version, and I mean, I know that it's not good for redstone. She doesn't like doing redstone, so I mean, that works fine for her, you know. And I mean, I will say that I really do like the fact that it has a really high field of view, but for me, I was playing this game, you know, when it actually, you know, when Xbox Edition was the same, you know, it was the same as the PC version, or at least it was close. And now they just were like, oh, I'm sorry, we aren't doing that. And now they're coming out with a 3rd version of Minecraft. You know, what is it called? Minecraft Earth or something? Or Minecraft, yeah, Minecraft Earth. they're coming out with that, and you know what I need to do is the old school trick. There we go. This is how you get the Ender Dragon egg too. You dig the block underneath it, and then it'll fall like sand or like gravel, and then you let it fall on a torch, and it will break. There we go. What's up? What's up, Master Bubble? Glab. So yeah, Angelo. So I got a refund for the MC Pro garbage, and now we have Apex Pro hosting. It's a little bit more money. It's about $5 more, but the initial offer is cheaper. But dude, it is so much better, dude. When you fly or walk or run, so much better, dude. You know, so much better. I mean, honestly, like, I'm shocked at how much better it is. I'm like, wow, MC Pro hosting has been ripping off people for years, and somebody should sue them for false advertisement. I think the only people that are getting good server stuff are the people that actually go to them and say, hey, I've been on other sites and you're throttling the F out of me. You know, either do this or I'm suing you. You know what I mean? Either change it or I'm suing you. I think that's what's been pretty much going on. You know, I think I'd have to basically tell them, hey, I know what you're doing, you know, and I'm going to sue you. And I'm going to make videos saying how bad you are. But here's the thing. I'm not the kind of person that wants money from them to keep quiet. I think they need to make their service better. Seriously, I think they should even go so far as to refund me and everybody else they've been screwing over. You know? Seriously. Alright, we're starting our new mine. I'm actually curious because I can see that we got gold here. But I want to see if we can... I do want to see if it's possible to I'm gonna make this just a one wide entryway, so actually, you know, I need to make it here so that if there are some mobs that come, I don't just get swamped. I'm gonna need to make some more. Alright, let me grab my backpack. I'm gonna grab some wood and we're gonna make a crafting table, maybe some chests. Alright, so I think that's pretty much all we'll need for now. Oh, I do need to make a... I do need to make a furnace. Alright, see you in a little bit. What you doing, Angelo? Are you you at work, man? I sent you the new server IP, so if you want to build the Ebony Tower that you wanted to build, you can do that. There we go. I'm gonna keep these on me, but because I know that I'll probably leave the area and forget that and I'll have to come back and figure out where I left them, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do the next layer. And I'm going to turn off auto jump. Getting a little tired of it. I really want to see if it destroys. I mean, I know that there's supposed to be some sort of there's supposed to be a loss, but it's not like crazy amounts. Like, it's a lot easier than using my pickaxe. Alright, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, I feel so much better. I think what was wrong was that I was getting ripped off, and I must have subconsciously known that. On a subconscious level, I could tell that there was something wrong. So I know I seen 4. I seen that there was actually 4 gold. So at least 4. So let's see how much gold we got. 6. So yeah, I think we probably did blow up some of it, but I do think it was I think it makes so much more sense to have a torch light it up than to have to actually physically light it. But whoa, that was brutal. I've seen some of it disappear. I would like to find some diamonds. Give it to me, diamonds. Okay, let's try and clean this up a bit. Alright, so I'm kind of feeling lazy, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do is strudel? It's a strudel. Alright. Bingo. Got rid of that dirt pretty well. Okay, I did get rid of a lot of our torches though, so... Alright, we're gonna need to... Got tons of gravel. Dorite. Yeah, this is how I found all the diamonds that I did. I was just blasting along, and then it's either up higher or lower than the 11th block, but I can hear water. Alright. Looking good, I think. Alright, I think we got enough to do maybe 1 or 2 more rows, and then I'm gonna call it an end of the stream. Udison. No. I'm just surprised I haven't found any. I haven't found any diamonds yet. I mean, the chances and the way they have it set up is kind of different, but whoa. Scared me. I thought I was gonna walk off into lava or something. Be like, oof. All right. Whoa. Still no diamonds. We'll find some eventually, though. Looks like we're getting into some lava. Oh, this guy wants to fight. Alright, I need to make some more torches. But it does look like we're gonna run into some more lava. I'm pretty sure I've already searched this spot. It doesn't look like a lot of lava though. Alright. I think we can do another one. The music I'm listening to, I'm kind of surprised that it's not I mean, like, there's no copyrights on it. Some of them sound, I mean, like, I don't actually like hearing people say anything. It sounds crazy, but I mean, it's the truth. What I mean is I don't like hearing like somebody singing about something that's happened to them or putting any kind of context into it. I prefer music where they're not talking. or not, you know, they're not saying anything, and you know, it's just basically either like classical or something like that. But when I was younger, I was different. But oh yeah, this is gonna be the last row here of strip mining. I got 12 diamonds last time I was doing this. Pretty much all I'm getting right now is cobblestone. I don't get nice. I get nice. Oh yeah, Angela, dude, so yesterday, I had somebody trolling the shit out of it. Well, trying to troll me. I think I handled it pretty good, but... It was basically somebody telling me that they were the one that was screen sniping me, you know? And, I was like... I basically told them off, but... Alright, well, I'm not seeing too much more here. I think we can do 7. I think we can do 7 more of these, I think. Oh yeah, my inventory is almost packed up. I think I saw that tail end of that. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I was getting really pissed off because I was just like, you know, you know. Let me see. I don't think he knows. I don't think he knows he was trolling. He was trying to apologize, but just ended up hijacking the. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe if that's what he was trying to do, apologize. I mean, I think that's definitely being, you know, taking the positive road, but I'm going to say that if he started out with, you know, hey, I was the one that, you know, did that on the live stream and I'm sorry, then that would be different. But that's not what he said. He was just like, I'm the one that, you know, was screen sniping you. You know? But I will say this, whether he was trying to do something good with it or not, I'm gonna say the way he went about it's wrong, you know, and that's there's not really much I can say about that other than, you know, I don't think that his intentions were true, but if they were, I'm surprised he, out of the 3 accounts he used to try and talk to me. But I did want to say this, was it Sash? Yeah, he had 3 different accounts, and he kept saying, "Do you remember me? Do you remember me?" But I showed both of them on there. But what I'm gonna go ahead and say is that this is the funny part, Sash, and that is the guy that was actually doing it was actually a guy I played on World of Tanks, and he was actually supposed to be a friend of mine. Now, whether it was him or somebody in the clan, right after he commented, that's when the troll jumped on, which let me know that it was him the whole time doing it. And I'll just say that's what actually set me off. You know, I was like, wait a minute. So you were acting like you were my friend, and meanwhile you're sitting there, you know, killing me by screen sniping me. I'm like, what kind of D-bag does that? You know? But it's all good now. I don't even care at this point. I mean, yesterday though, I was pretty upset about it. For sure. Yeah, I've known too many people that have been, honestly, it's gotten to the point now where I'm starting to go, you know, I get to know somebody, and as soon as I see, you know, any of that behavior in them, like if I see it's like, it's kind of like this, if you're there for somebody and they're not being there for you, that's not a friend, you know? And if you're not being there for them, then maybe you're not a friend either, you know? But there's a difference between a friend and an acquaintance. You know? Just digging. Trying to make it clean for the next batch of TNT I make. Whoa! Where'd you come from? Thought I stepped in lava for a second. Yeah, I will say this too. I don't think he hijacked it. I think he revealed himself as being an ass. And instead of just being a man or even a woman and just straight up saying, hey, you know, this, you know, I'm sorry I did that. He just revealed it and then kept quiet. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna tell you right now, his intentions were definitely not true. There's no proof that this guy had any intention of apologizing. You know? No proof of that. But I'm pretty sure this is where that zombie spawned, because it's dark in there. Alright. I think I'm good here. Seriously, I think we have started another mine. I don't know how far we'll go before we'll run into another huge thing of lava, but we should find some diamonds here somewhere at some point. See if we're going to run into anything else over here. Now we're just going to come right through to this cave. Should be fine. There is some lava there. There's some water over here. To be fair, you engaged him on a pretty hard. Yeah, I mean, I think it's funny that that's exactly how, you know, anybody would behave to that. And I think if you don't behave to it like that, then obviously it doesn't mean as much, you know? Because during the time that I was sitting there trying to share and stream with people, and then having that guy do that, you know, it was one of the reasons, like out of the, I think I had 10 reasons, which was, you know, to find out that it was also somebody I knew. That was what made me so pissed off about it. But you can keep justifying his actions, Sash, because I mean I'm going to tell you right now that where I'm sitting, if somebody wants to apologize for something, you don't injure somebody in the process, you know. You don't injure somebody in the process of saying sorry. What I mean is that if you go to somebody and say you're sorry without saying you're sorry, it's basically you're just hurting that person. So what would be the point in saying sorry to somebody if you have no intention of actually being sorry? So the intention, you know, in itself is selfish. I don't know if you get that. Like, you can try and put blame on me and go, oh, well, you shouldn't have done this. It's like, I can do whatever I want to. You know what I mean? But I'm going to say, like, where I'm sitting, that guy, you know, people that are going around making the world a shithole, you know, that's what made me go, you know, no. You know, I'm not going to be nice to the guy. I was going to just ban him, but I was actually doing something. But yeah, you know, I have a different opinion, and everybody has the right to their own, you know, to their own thing. I know you're trying to be positive. I can see what you're saying. I'm just saying from where I'm sitting, this was somebody that I actually know. I mean, I knew the person. You know what I mean? Like, I played with the guy for like almost 2 years on Xbox. And the whole time I was playing with him, he was going on using these fake accounts to screw with me. And you could say that that's a pretty good troll, but he knew I was having hard times, and he just did it because he wanted me to quit. And you know, that's shitty. Like that is like beyond that is scantless. Like, I'll just tell you right now, that's drug addict behavior right there. You know, you gotta be high to be behaving like that. You gotta be on drugs. Yeah, it's hard to ignore something like that when it's that personal. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, it's not like he just was trolling me. This is somebody I actually knew. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, you know, it doesn't really matter now. I mean, I already reacted to it. I don't feel bad that I reacted to it. But I will say that, you know, if it wasn't, like I said, if it wasn't somebody that I knew, I wouldn't even have cared. I would have been like, you know, oh, okay, well, troll that, and I probably would have just joked around with him and played with him and then just let it go. But like I said, the person purposely revealed themselves, you know. And if you knew the guy, you know, if you knew the guy, you would see where I'm coming from. You know, because this guy, like, was constantly, the guy was constantly trying to one-up me, you know? But I didn't think he was, like, that scantless. Do you know what I mean? Like, where he would sit there and F with me. And it's funny because I ended up stopping playing World of Tanks altogether because of him. And then he wanted to have me as a friend, right? And he tried to contact me again. And I was like, nah, dude. And as soon as I told him I didn't want to play World of Tanks, he stopped talking to me on there. I was like, I basically told him, I said this, and this was like to his face. I said, hey, I will, I said, hey, if I ever play World of Tanks again, I'll let you know, because I offered to play other games with him, and he didn't care about the other games. And it's because he's selfish, dude. He only cares about himself. And that's what upset me about it, is because, you know, the guy is a recovering alcoholic addict, and he, you know, I'm just gonna tell you that you're not supposed to do that. Not if you're a recovering alcoholic addict. Seriously, you're not supposed to. You know, nothing about it is okay. Seriously, not even the amends part of it, which is part of a program of recovery. When you make an amends, you can't do it when to do so would injure them or others. And I mean, he knows this stuff. That's what makes it even sicker. And I'm going, this guy, not only is he not clean, but he's not actually displaying any behavior, you know, of somebody that, you know, deserves any respect from me. And that's the part that I don't think, that's the part that would be hard, I think, for somebody that's not in recovery to get, if that makes any sense. I know that you understand and that you're trying to be positive, but you gotta think too that I've been on YouTube since what, 2012 I think, and I have had gang loads of trolls, you know. And when they first came around, it really didn't bug me, and I kind of knew what was going on, but it got to the point where people were attacking me openly, you know. And if I was, it's like, why do a stream if somebody's going to jump on and attack me openly? I will say that in hindsight, like where I'm sitting now, I think to myself that it would be better for me to, let me get this stuff out. It would be better for me to just mute the guy and not say nothing, you know? It's just, for me, when somebody sits there and tries to get in that last word, it still triggers my pride, which is kind of immature of me. But I'm going to say that I think the whole thing is immature. I think you know, in today's age, you would think that that people would be, you know, beyond stuff like this. I mean, the crazy part about it too, Sash, is that this person's actually older. I mean, seriously, they're actually older. They're not like, it's not like the guy was, you know what I mean? It's not like the guy was like, you know, 12, 13. This guy was trolling me to mess with me because he just wanted to do better than me in a video game, dude. Think about that. Are you telling me that wouldn't upset you if you knew that a good friend of yours was doing something like that? That's why it was so personal. You know, there's a lot of underwritten things, but I will say that I've been having a pretty hard week, you know? Yeah. I've been having a pretty hard week. Seriously. So I'll just say that was the icing on the cake. You know what I mean? I wouldn't go into it, but I would just say that I've been having to, you know, I'm disabled, so I don't have a job, and, you know, I can't work, you know, and so it's like when stuff goes wrong around the house, I ain't exactly rolling in dough, you know. I can't even afford to get a Minecraft server. To be honest, for the last 6 months, I actually haven't gotten anything, and for my birthday, I ended up getting something for my son instead of for me. So if that tells you how broke I am, and you know what I mean, like I am absolutely struggling, you know. I mean, I'm eating, you know, I'm eating, but yeah, you get it though. Just one thing after another, and then this guy, you know, is pulling that stuff at the very end. Was just like, I was like, I'm surprised I didn't actually start cursing at him or just leave the stream. But I do believe that that's exactly was the intention of it, and I do think that regardless of what happened, I did what was right for me, you know. At the time, I don't think that it, you know, it's completely unnecessary. It's completely unnecessary for somebody to do that, you know? There's no reason for it. You know what I mean? Especially if you know somebody. You know, if you know them personally and the person does something like that, like that's where it's like, wait a minute, what? You know? Alright. I need to figure out what to do with this XP. And I need to stop talking about yesterday. But I will say this, you know, I think it's funny that there's always somebody on the stream that's getting way too personal. I mean, we're just playing a video game, and I'm spending at least 15 minutes reliving the fact that a good friend of mine has betrayed me. Seriously. And it's not Angelo, obviously. I just want to make sure that it's not Angelo. And it's the guy that was talking smack. Hey, what the hell? This guy just went straight into the house. Where is he? Where the hell did he go? He must be outside. There he is. Trying to get up in my house. No means no. No soliciting. Yeah, I need to separate my personal stuff from this. It's just like I said, when somebody knows right where to find you, creates a different account, and then screws with you. I mean, what kind of garbage, I mean, what kind of a piece of trash does that? That's the part that gets me, honestly. I just sit there and I go, I would never do that. I'm man enough to go up to somebody and say right to their face, hey, you know, I'm not, you know, I'm not happy with you. I'm this, but you know, I have my my own principles, my own personality, you know. But all right. So I think I'm gonna put these in tools here. Actually, I think technically these can be used as a weapon. So I'm gonna put them under weapons. This flint and steel is toast. I have another flint and steel in here, I think. Okay. Go ahead and put this wood up. Yeah, so I did want to show you, Sash, and everybody on the stream, just how much better the this server is. So you can see we're on a server. Now, if you look at my shadow, if you look right at the end when I jump, you can see that the wings kind of spread out, which basically means that if I was to run, you can see that I can actually fly right off the bat. Now, I did get a lag spike there, but it did say server saved the game. So it does a manual game save, so you don't lose any of your progress if the server crashes, but look at how much better it loads. Seriously, like I can keep, it doesn't matter how fast I'm going, as you can see. Doesn't matter how fast I'm going. The server does load, as you can see. And that's what it's supposed to do. It's not supposed to be where the ground just disappears, you know? Yeah. I mean, this is doable. This is playable. You know what I mean? Pretty sweet, though. Yeah, this new server is definitely the stuff. Yeah, I think it's crazy, honestly. I mean, just to end the stream on I guess to kind of talk about what's happened is that nobody people can try to hold me responsible for stuff that they believe is against their principles, but it's just a justification. It's a justification to hurt people. It is. It's like saying if you hurt somebody and if they don't, if they allow you to hurt them, then you have power over them. In reality, you just feel like a winner for a brief second. It doesn't make any sense to me why somebody would want to waste all their effort trying to make themselves, appear to be better, or to, try and take something away from somebody, or to make a situation like somebody's sitting there trying to make their life better by opening their life up to people, in a live stream, and you got somebody that's either jealous or just outright resentful, and then it's just crazy to me. It's like that's absolutely insane. You know what I mean? It's absolutely insane. Somebody that acts like that. But when I was younger, I would act like that. Oh, wait a minute. So a lot of these are hidden. I don't know why. Oh, it's because there was curse word Sash. So I didn't actually see the. I showed my uncle how to use social media and stuff. Blocked him on everything within a month. Okay, I didn't get to see that one. And then let's see. You put people are a-holes. I'm broke and job hunting as well. I agree. Everyone seems like more of a D-bag in these times. Yeah, I just think that yeah, I mean exactly. That's where I'm going with this. Is that I could see trolling somebody just for the fun of it. I can understand that a child would do that, but a 51-year-old man, because I'm better than him in a video game, was actually getting a good kick out of watching me suffer. You know what I mean? And seeing that it was hurting my feelings, and meanwhile he's sitting there trying to comfort me and pat me on the back. Dude, that is a snake, dude. That is an absolute snake. I'm going to say right now, if that guy has got some really bad things getting ready to happen to him, Find out what exactly made you not care about trolls in the beginning. Yeah. Well, in the beginning, it didn't bug me because I wasn't known, but once I started getting established and there's a lot of people would go onto my my site every time there was an update and tell me that I was an asshole, a jerk. I was ripping them off. And what was really happening was that Console Minecraft, every time they did their first update, so if they went to update say 1.5, it would break everything until they got the 1.5.2, and then they'd get the 1.5.2, everything would work, and then I'd be happy. But I got a lot of crap for their, I'm going to say, poor stuff. And we're talking console. We're talking Xbox, console edition Minecraft. And after about a year of it, every time I had to turn my email off, and I would find that people would post on my site, with multiple accounts trying to make me, when I went incognito, I'd go incognito on my, I'd go incognito, and I'd look on there, and all you would see is this elevator doesn't work, this person's a liar, he's an asshole, all kinds of stuff. And then like I said, I started seeing that some of these accounts were just being cycled, and it was funny because they knew information. It's like they knew just the right thing to say to me, which says to me, It's proof. It's proof that they knew who I am, and they probably were even talking to me, which is, you know, it's like, what kick do you get out of that? You know, what kind of kick? So are you just telling me that I just shouldn't talk to people? Because that's basically what it's trying. I mean, I feel like I'm just being suppressed, if that makes any sense. I got people saying these horrible things to me, you know, and I mean, we won't even get into what happened with the Frog Squad. You know, the Frog Squad. The guy literally took something that I made, put it on his thing, got 45,000 views, and then a friend of mine told me about it. I went and looked at it and went, you know, I can claim copyrights on this, but it never occurred to me, you know, that you can't claim copyrights for anything you make in Minecraft. So after he did that, I realized that anything I make, some jerk could steal, which I'm going to go ahead and just tell you, look, there's another person that basically let me know that there is no reason to share anything on YouTube for free. And I mean, that's how I learned, you know, to stop listening to trolls. But like I said, it's a lot different when it's somebody that you personally know, you know what I mean? But anyway, I know I put Ender Server episode 1, but in all reality, you know, it is definitely, because all the stuff I've been doing with that other server, I don't know if you've noticed, but the content I've been making recently hasn't even had to do with anything other than me trying to download mods to fix a super laggy server. And now that we have Apex hosting, it works great. So anyway, tomorrow I'm gonna probably get up earlier, stream a little bit earlier, and I'm gonna go ahead and make the potion lab, I think. And I think I'm gonna build it underneath, probably in the back half of the mansion. Anyway, I know that I did a lot of talking about, you know, I'll say bad people, you know, and I don't think that that's what people want to talk about, serious topics like that. It's not very fun to listen to, and I think a lot of people I think people would look down upon it, you know, but it still says there's like 8 people watching, so, you know, I guess somebody out there agrees. Anyway, I'm gonna end this stream. You guys let me know in the comments, and don't forget to thumbs up that. Obviously, I'm pretty sure nobody wants to hear more stuff like this, but it is the real world. You know, it's the real world. There are people out there that are snakes like that. Build Connect 4. I would, but the server is not big enough right now. My son doesn't really even like to play Minecraft. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Don't forget to hit that like button, and I guess hit the notification. But I myself, everybody I watch on YouTube, I just go to my homepage and I look at my subscriptions and see if anybody's uploaded something that I might want to watch. Like tomorrow, you should see, in my video, you should see installing Potion Lab, or at least the start of installing the Potion Lab. Alright, thanks for talking, Sash, and Angelo. Lucy, I really appreciate you coming by. Let's see. Of course, Liam. And then, of course, Reach Tech Community, which is actually Leggy Eclipse, or it used to be Leggy Eclipse on Xbox Live. Now he has a different name, but yeah. Thanks for you guys coming and watching the stream, and have a good evening. Later.